2. Now it is. Hello. Oh, wait, hold up.
Yeah, what's going
Hello.
on, y'all?
It's.
Oh, this is professional. Damn, I see it. All right. Hey, alrighty. So what's going on for the first podcast? I'm Kriscantmiss, aka Chris Neptune.
And I'm
I
Joku, aka you can call me Joe, Joseph, any of that.
yeah, this is our first ever podcast.
So basically, today, me and Chris, we've been discussing a lot of things, and really been wanting a podcast to come out of this, and we've been planning this for months, years, I would say. And today is the day you are gonna see our first podcast. And how do you feel about this, Chris?
Ah man, I'm excited, man. This is something that's long making, man. We should have done this a long time ago. I always say to my YouTube channel, man, I should have filmed videos a long time ago. But
See,
now we're finally do it, so it all makes sense.
I know you have a bunch of top. We have a bunch of
How you feel
topics,
about this, Joe?
bro. We been there. Me like what you guys don't understand is me and Chris. We like been planning YouTube videos since we were like fucking what, like
I
maybe.
wonder, can you hear me, Joe?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good.
Should I put an earphone in?
Oh, wait, me.
No, should I put one in? Maybe it has a mic better because I can
Yeah,
barely hear
yeah. You could
my
put
mic.
yours on, and I'll put mine on too, so we don't have an echo. Actually, real quick. All right, Pop.
Breathe, breathe.
We'll be right back for the podcast. Let me. You know what? No, I was gonna do a transition screen, but I'm literally gonna be right back. So. Oh, that should have been the podcast name. Got him in the Four Seasons.
See if this
Because
works.
we podcast in all four seasons, basically.
Hell yeah, in the Four Seasons. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. I can hear you actually pretty good.
All right, let me get the other one. AirPods. You know, my first pair of Beats Power Pro Beats. The charger pack broke, but they lasted like 2 or 3 years. But the battery life, bought them refurbished. Now trying the AirPods, so we'll see how it goes.
So, yeah, usually with AirPods, I know with, I read something about, I wonder what the fact, I heard they cause cancer actually when you put those in your ears.
Oh shit!
Or, like, at least
And that's
that
that.
was the rumor that I heard. At least, but
Damn.
I wonder, that's
Well,
one of the topics
hey,
we can research.
it runs in my family. I made videos on it. I mean, I know I should, but my mom always said you just got to find the last where you can. So you know, but everything's going good in life. It tries to be. You know, can only do so much, but it is what it is. Life is a constant moving cycle. Time doesn't stop for no one. And man, just grateful, I guess, every day. But I know I don't seem like it, especially on the videos. So if you ever see my videos, no. How you doing over there, Joe?
Yeah, so basically, you know, we're gonna be speaking about that topic later on. I don't want to spoil too much, but I know Chris knows
Oh
what's
hell
been
yeah!
going on with my life lately, and a lot of big changes, things that things that I wish didn't come true, but when you are actually faced with them now and you actually realize, that's when you just gotta, I'm a man. I know what I want. Look, I mean, bro, look at me. Look, I could pull any woman I want. Like, look at that. Nah, man, I'm messing around, but like, bro, I know my
Yeah,
worth at the end of the day, bro. I'm literally looking myself on here, bro. All I need is a haircut. When I get paid, I'm gonna be golden again, bro. Like I'm gonna be,
bro, your last hairstyle was fire. I meant to tell you. That's the shit I want to do with the braids going back into the
yo, you
cornrow.
can do that
The
with your.
Brian Ortega type shit.
I was gonna say we had. It was on my one. Yeah, I had those braids I put in. I had them in for like a week, and they already started coming undone. So I basically took them out, and then I
Were
just
they
had.
tight?
They honestly they were good. It was just that in the back here they kind of were like coming undone, so they were easy to take out. I just went in the shower and then just in like 10 minutes,
Yeah.
not even, just it came, or even before that, they just got wet. Put the shampoo through it, and then bam, it like came right out.
See,
They
that's
weren't
what I need to do.
the lady that did it though. Actually, let me actually, I could show it to the camera. The video that she made before and after of it was when
Oh,
she
so it was a barber or a hairstylist or
she was
something?
like, it was
Or
this one dude, the one guy I met at work where I work. He got me on to where he basically
did you
got,
have to pay?
yeah. I paid,
Oh,
but she charges 60, and then it was only 25. Actually, she charged.
uh,
So this is what she.
like did they didn't have to cut anything for that, did they?
Nope. See, it was well, they did like this, but it's growing in already. They did like my lineup and all that. But see,
Oh,
this
okay,
is
yeah,
basically it.
standard, yeah.
Where is it at? This is basically it before. Oh, see how she was showing me. This is the lady that did it.
Wait, what is that?
I'm gonna redo it right now. It was her. She. Let me make sure my. I know. I'm sorry, you guys were missing it. It's all right though.
Excuse, excuse me for burping too because I just had a load of steak on the live. Oh shit, they got you on Instagram. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's crazy.
She wanted to
Shout
make.
out.
She
Shout out.
did.
What shout her out?
Oh yeah.
What's the
I was gonna say, I meant to. Yeah, we're gonna shout her out now. Her name is Lala,
hell yeah.
and
Shout out Lala.
she was actually really cool about it. She it didn't take her long at all. It took her like 30 minutes to like do the braids real quick, and then by the time it was done, I went over. The barber was up the road, but bad vibes that day because what I went through, which will be revealed
Yeah.
later on in the podcast.
I, yeah. I got some other topics as well. But I know I haven't gotten a haircut in so fucking long. Then usually it's because the barbers have been so fucking expensive out here, man. They've been charging $40, and then you try to tip them, and I said no, thank you. I'll shave it myself. Save me a couple extra dollars. Doesn't come out as well, but alrighty. But I do got a couple extra topics though.
Yeah, we got the topics.
All right. So this one is a good top 10 shows or movies of all time. That is top 10.
That's a good one.
Shit.
So basically,
Man, you start off.
all
You
right.
could go. You got
So I'm gonna go with number. All right, I'll start from, instead of starting at my top favorite, I'll start at number five. Like of my for my top, because I know we each have a top five list because it's the top 10, top five,
Oh,
top
okay, you
five.
want to do all right. So you want to do five each.
Or should we do 10
Yeah,
each?
I guess that would because I guess that would be way easier. I can't even think of 10 or I can think of five. I can think of five.
The main thing.
All
So
right.
basically, for me, number five would be Squid Games.
Squid Games. Wow. You know what? Never actually saw that one.
Oh, just the story, and just
But ain't it Japanese?
it's actually it's Korean. I think it's
Oh,
only.
so how'd you listen? How'd you hear it? Was it subtitles?
So basically, they have that version, and then they have a version for Netflix that they dubbed English. So basically, I watched it in English, and I would sometimes switch back and forth between the versions to see how like certain characters sounded in Korean. Like if there was like a funny part in the show that would make me laugh, I'd listen to it in Korean, and honestly, sometimes it would sound funnier in Korean. And then
Ah, okay.
just like the whole story, and basically just how like you can relate to some of the characters. Like during the time when I watched it, I was unemployed, and the show was literally about people that were unemployed or like in debt.
We've all been there. We've
Yeah,
all been there.
yeah, like they're
We've
all
all been there.
like they're all unemployed, and they're all in debt, and they have to go play these games to basically survive, or whoever survives these games moves on, and like they win the money at the end, basically the final person that survives.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of it because it was definitely popular. I just never ended up watching it because I just don't watch movies with subtitles, and I know I'm missing out on a lot of movies. Like the game Ghost of Tsushima, I played that game fully, but it was all in subtitles basically, so it was just like,
Yeah,
but
see,
I played it.
certain games like say a game, Ghost of Tsushima. That game, I
You know
remember.
which one I'm talking about?
Yeah,
The
my brother
the
played it.
assassin game or something like that.
Yeah, like it's like in Japan or whatever, and you run through like the katanas and stuff,
Yeah.
and like
Yep.
it.
Yep. Yep.
Also on this
All right.
podcast, we're gonna shout out our boy Joe Rogan because he gave us a little bit of inspiration for these vlogs in a way. I feel like so. Shout out to the man Joe Rogan, man. Hopefully one day
Hopefully we
you'll
keep
see
it
us on your
consistent.
podcast.
Hell yeah. All right, I got mine. One of mine is Scarface because I love the Miami Vice setup, and also just the whole movie was like just a precedent of that time and era, you know, and it really captures it well, I think, and one of my favorite movies of all time.
See, I can say the same about Scarface, and I just had to throw out a shirt of Scarface, but I still love the movie though. I gotta say, I just there's a shirt that I had that had to that had that's probably in the dump now, already getting burned. But basically, like Scarface the movie, that I'm not gonna lie, that's a movie that
you're gonna have to just get the DVD and call it a
you
day.
know I'm just gonna keep the keep the DVD and not the T-shirt.
Not the t-shirt. Not the t-shirt. All right, you got another one?
So
We
my
got four more. Four more.
so for my number four, that would be, and this is all based on me. Like I'm not even gonna go off of what I watch with other people and that or those experience. I'm gonna go off of I like deeply think on what I like now. So it was five Squid Game. Number four would be. You know what? I'm gonna go with I would rank it higher, but I do have other shows that I really love. So I would go with Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh, okay. Another one I've never really watched, but I'm interested in watching that Star Wars series.
The main thing
I just
I it was
and I
the
and I have a lot of memorabilia of it. Like, for some reason, if you're like a kid growing up, you're always gonna have some Star Wars memorabilia somehow, whether it's like a lightsaber or like a R2D2 toy or some shit like that. You always got some shit. It's like the shit. I can't even think of another brand that's that kind of popular.
see. I was gonna say yeah, there's the Star Wars, and then the other franchises I know that were very big during that time would be Lord of the Rings,
Or
Harry
Marvel, I
Potter,
guess.
Marvel, basically a lot of Marvel movies. Now it's at the point
I,
where
that was gonna be one of my top four and five. But I remember because you showed me that one.
yeah, just a few months ago I was binge watching every Marvel movie actually. Like I just
I
not
got the
even
whole DVD set.
I was like I was watching Captain America, like he was in that shit fucking people up. Like he was in that. There was the UFC fighter. I can't fully remember the UFC fighter's name, but he was in the movie. And then Steve Rogers or Chris Evans, the actor,
Yeah, yeah,
would
yeah.
come through, and
He,
he
you
would
know,
just
he was in the old Fantastic Four movies
yeah, he was
as
actually,
Johnny Thunder.
and he was also in the new Deadpool Wolverine too. Actually, he played the he got killed by Professor X's twin, I think it was, or that chick that was the villain of that movie.
Wait, I think yes, yes. Wasn't he like another variant or something? Or
You know, I think he was because I saw a theory his hair was like different. He was older, so they were saying that that was another universe's Human Torch, maybe like another.
okay.
Cause and then I know you've seen that one moment in one of my favorite Doctor Strange movies. It was the one scene where Scarlet Witch killed a bunch of the different members of that one. It was like a different universe, and Mister Fantastic was one of the members of that team, and she like unraveled him. Like that'd be funny if I showed the clip on what's it called?
Nah, you might get copyrighted, dude.
You think
You
they
might
will?
get copyrighted, especially. I think so, dude. I think YouTube's more stricter than TikTok.
See what you? I know
I
the
think.
one guy he on the one dude he reviews videos and I think he just does cuts. Like he'll like review some of the video and then go back to him talking about it, and then show a little bit more of the video, and then talk about it. I think because that's the main thing
Yeah.
on YouTube. Like if you edit it, then I think it's basically your video because you took the time and like so like basically if I took the scene from this and edited different stuff, it would basically be well this here is
A
like our
video.
content because it's literally us talk even though we're talking about other
Right.
topics, but we're still like
Yeah, we got three more. We got three more.
so three more now. So
I
basically, I
think.
said Star
Yeah.
Wars: The Clone Wars, basically because that show that was just
And I say,
legendary.
and I say all the Avengers, Marvel, all that stuff
All that
because
like
I remember just the whole stuff. I know you like it too. It's just that whole all that stuff. Yeah, it goes crazy.
I honestly might just
It,
rank it
huh?
like I might just rank it at instead of Clone Wars, I might just rank the whole Star Wars franchise because they're all movies and like every single thing Star Wars that I've watched, I've enjoyed. So it's like
Yeah, but I know you got some other series or like shows or something.
so number three would be then.
Here, I could get number three.
Oh
My
yeah, I
number
forgot.
third would be Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Ed, Ed, and Eddie, that would be. But I'm not like ranking them in any ways. It's just my top five, like all together, like shows that like are crazy.
It's like Ed,
I
Ed,
think it would
Eddie.
be Ed and Ed. I know, like a childhood show. I don't really watch it much anymore, but I feel like it's just always like I don't know, it's like a Drake and Josh or like one of those kind of shows,
Timeless
like
classic
a
Drake and
comfort
Josh.
show. Yeah, show that's like on the background or something like that.
See, a good
I don't
thing
know.
that was about Ed, Ed, and Eddie. I remember a crazy story when I was in elementary school still. There was this one kid that lived on the neighborhood, like he lived on the end of the neighborhood, like where you would enter, drive, where you like where with your car, where you enter in the neighborhood. His house was like right there by the entrance, and I would remember I would go over to his house, and he would always have Ed, Ed, and Eddie on his TV, like on.
Really? Was this in Royal Palm?
And then yeah, bro, and that was that. Remember that cul-de-sac that we lived in, or that little like.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah,
he
if
would.
you don't know, we grew up in the Florida, West South Florida scenery that in that era.
Yes, he's seen that era. Like, even though at the time I would still get out and experience a lot of things, but I mean, anyone in high school, it's like you can only experience so much when you don't have a car and all that type of shit.
Especially in Loxahatchee, man. Loxahatchee, that shit was country bumpkin motherfuckers, man. That shit was far as fuck to get where
And
you
just
cannot walk anywhere. You had most people either had golf carts or horses. And if you didn't have
honestly,
that, you better have a car because you ain't walking nowhere.
another thing about that is the dating scene in Loxahatchee. Like the amount of times like you couldn't even like go anywhere to meet you would really have to go to like Palm Beach, like the city, to meet people because out in Loxahatchee there was nowhere to go except for if you just knew like all of us we knew friends from school and stuff like that, but like other than that it felt like there was like nothing to do out there. Say if you lived out there by yourself, just moved out there, you would be the I feel like the like it'd be so lonely out there by yourself unless you like that type of
Yeah,
stuff. If you like being by
yeah.
yourself, but I've had
I know
enough
my
of that.
one uncle went crazy going by living by himself pretty much.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So
It makes you go like stir crazy and like even here like
sometimes
my situation.
sometimes it does. And
Like
sometimes you just gotta go around people to talk to people.
we'll see what the county I live in, like I mean in the Treasure Coast where I'm at. It's basically very I don't know. It's a very gloomy area. Like it's just even when I like first moved up here, it was very just weird vibes. The females that I
Is
met
that
up here,
South Florida technically or no?
yeah, it's considered South
Oh,
Florida.
yeah, that's a nice
And that could
area.
be another topic real quick about before we move or when I that could we could save that for another topic like about different stuff in Florida even or even if another podcast. But that's
Oh, go
also
for it. Go for it. What is the
oh before
topic?
I do my third movie maybe just say it.
Oh yeah, go for it. Yeah, yeah. We should finish. All right, we'll just do top three, I guess.
I was basically
Right?
saying how yeah we could do or we could, yeah because then the rest of our I think I have to do my third and I think you have to do your third still.
I think. Yeah.
Oh no, you did do your three. I remember. Yeah, you did do the third one. Unless you want to do another
I
one.
don't know if I would count. Yeah. You go. You go. You go.
So for number three would be I know you. Oh no, you did Ed, Ed and Eddie for your third. So
Yeah, I was kind of like, but it's like just on background. So
my third would be All right, let's see, movies or TV shows. So for me, I'm trying to think of that one. You know what? Number three, or yeah,
Ooh, I want to replace my number three. Step Brothers or Grown Ups. Grown Ups. That's a great ass movie.
see, I love
Great
that
ass
movie.
fucking movie. It's a
Honestly,
great show movie, family movie, fun,
for
great time there. Go to a water park. That's my
see,
favorite part.
that's I love the water, and I like the and it will one of those songs kind of or the one Paul McCartney song. I kind of used to blast it a little bit too much during some after a certain time, and it sucks because it's one of my favorite songs, and it kind of like
We should just get that topic out of the way, huh?
it's coming. I maybe
After you pick your third.
after the
After you pick your
movies, after
third.
this movie topic, should we just move to that one and the rest?
Might as well. Might as well. Knock it out.
So
And if we
basically,
have time.
number three, I'm just gonna go with Game of Thrones.
That's a golden series.
I would have put it at number one, but
That's a golden series. I forgot about that one.
honestly, that could be the
That's a
top three for
golden.
this series because I basically did three series. I did the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, I did Squid Game, and then I did.
Yeah, well, it was two. It was either shows or movies, either or.
So basically, for the top three, so then those in order for the series, then I'll do Squid Game, Star Wars, the
But
Clone
Star Wars
Wars,
is a movie, right?
or the
Those are movies, right?
it's a movie, but then also the Star Wars, the Clone Wars, it's like that Cartoon Network series.
Oh, okay. So that would be a show.
So it was like it was basically a show, and then
Uh,
number three, what did I just? I just said it. It was
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
That's the golden series.
Just the whole
That's golden.
the characters, the atmosphere of the show, the fight scenes, the I mean even like what's
That's
it
what.
called? Sometimes they have certain sex scenes that I was never big into the sex scenes really. I was more into like the story of the main plot of the show or the main like the main whatever they were doing.
That's the best show. One of the best shows of all time. At least for that like medieval era. You know what I was watching, playing a lot when I was watching that show, Skyrim.
Yo, Skyrim,
I
that's
was
a
playing.
game.
I was playing a lot of Skyrim because Skyrim and Game of Thrones go hand in hand. I feel like
That's a game I
Dungeons,
got for free.
Dragons, all that kind of shit.
I got that game for free from my ex. Yeah, that's what I say the that Skyrim game.
I guess we better knock this topic out of the way, huh?
Oh, yeah, no, you have to remember your number two, or now, because I did number
Oh,
three.
we're going all five?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well.
Shit.
You know, so we can finish it.
Fuck. Oh, shit. You want to go two first?
I'll do two. For number two would be so now I'm gonna go movies. So number two would be Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze.
The original or okay,
The
okay. I was
original.
gonna say, did you see the one with Connor?
I
Conor
had
McGregor?
my
Conor
brother.
McGregor.
They that's what's so funny. They watched it and they said they liked it.
Yeah, it was all right. It was all right. It was a movie to watch. I never watched the original though.
Yeah, I was gonna say the original was like it was just the atmosphere of it and like how I just like I forgot the one scene they were in the bar and then like they were about to like fight. It was just so much in the movie like different scenes, but I remember my dad like it reminds me of my dad, so that's why it's like kind of like a why it's between that and
Ah,
Machete.
okay.
I also love Machete with Denzel Washington.
Ah, okay. So you'll put those two in the same.
And
All right, I got my number two, and this is just like just zombies in general. Because I know you like the Walking Dead, but
yeah,
World War Z, 28 Days Later. I know they're coming out with the new one, so just zombie stuff in general is probably one of my top two. One favorite world catastrophe kind of deals. Because it's always like, man, what would happen if that actually happened? It's crazy to think about, but will it ever happen? Who knows? Maybe if people keep tripping off of bath salts, maybe.
I was gonna say sometimes I wish that it would happen, but then a part of me doesn't want it to happen. like
Oh yeah, because then
the
you
part
lose
of
every
me
part of the real world.
like because the mood that I've been in lately, a part of me is like fuck it, let the fucking zombie apocalypse come. But then the other part of me is like I have all my people that I still love, and that care about. So why would I want it to happen if it would ruin their shit? So that's why it's like a both ways.
You know
So
what is a real possibility is fucking nukes flying. That
that
is a real
scares me.
possibility.
That
Especially, yeah, that really scares me because there's no way. And especially where we live at in San Antonio, there's like 4, 7 bases here. They're definitely gonna nuke this place. One of the first places, all the places with the fucking bases, it's like gotta run to fucking somewhere, maybe Canada, Mexico, some shit, to avoid all these nukes.
I wonder where
But then
Florida
again, if
would get hit.
nukes go flying, they're going everywhere. There's probably nowhere that's safe unless you're off the grid.
That is scary. Like
I
knowing
thought
that
about
a
it for
country has
hours.
all that power, like that they have all that. And speaking of nuclear weapons, another good movie that I didn't see but I heard really good things on, and I'm surprised that I still haven't watched it yet. Oppenheimer.
Oh, I watched that. That was okay.
Wasn't it good?
It was
See,
okay.
I've heard like different reviews, so basically, I guess maybe I mean, yeah, because
If you're into that shit,
that's the only thing I'm
like,
into it. But it would have to be I like action movies, so if it
uh,
was
yeah. So I was into the nukes and shit, but like, they only show like 3, 5 seconds of the nuke, but they show like him creating all the math, what he had to go through to get through that, and all that. But they didn't show really like the Nazis doing the improvements to their nukes and shit like that,
well, that
and
sounds like
why
a
he was there, and he was a German or a Jew originally, so he was like Albert Einstein, to where they had to flee the country to where they didn't die or some shit. I might be getting this all fucked up,
what gets me is that
but
I had a similar situation recently, like when me and my ex we went to go see Captain America Brave New World.
oh yeah, we went to go see that too.
So basically, I was hyped to see Red Hulk in a lot of the movie, and they only showed him basically like 10 minutes at the end, and I was like,
Yeah, but it was a badass scene though.
that's the only thing about it. It was pretty cool. I like how Sam Wilson like he was like getting his suit destroyed, his wing like it made it seem like he had
Yeah,
no hope at first. I had a feeling that the Avengers or somebody were gonna come in and help him, and then I didn't know he was gonna calm Richard. What was his name again? Ross. I forgot his first name, but I know it's Ross. I know his daughter's Betty Ross.
who does oh Harrison Ford's
Or
character?
the actor, yep, Harrison Ford. He plays
Okay,
or something Ross or
dude, have
Richard.
you seen have you seen that whole Yellowstone 1943 series or 1923 or some shit? Harrison Ford's in it too.
My brother
My
actually has told me
God,
about it. Is it good? Is it good series or?
bro, those are good series. Those are really good series. And I might have to put that as my number one. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. But shoot, those are really good series. My bad. I didn't mean to
Oh,
interrupt, but
I
that's
don't
why
care. I like
Harrison
listening
Ford.
to your point of view.
He, he's in 1923, and it shows like what they had to go through, like Red Dead Redemption kind of times back then.
Speaking of those times, actually, I'm glad you brought up 1932.
Hell yeah.
In 19, yeah, you know what? Speaking of, I wish honestly, those some days I wish I grew up in those time, but it's the same as those other situations.
Why?
How you have
Why?
like the zombie apocalypse, how you have where it's like two sides. A part of me is like, I want to live in that era because just I don't know. I feel like it would be more like you still have your what like you still have all your like the outlaws of the time. People like how we have scumbags at this time. People that do like shady shit and all weird shit.
Oh yeah.
You have that back in the
And then
day,
they used to do worse.
but I feel like the community back in the day would have just been much different. The lifestyle, like going out. Just imagine you just wake up and then
if
they
you were white.
like yeah, like you wake up, put your cowboy hat on, grab the cigarettes or whatever,
Wait.
and then you just go
I
out to the
can't make that
campfire
joke.
eating the stew, and then basically I'm trying to think like well it depends on the life you're living. If you were an outlaw, you would be doing like heists and all that different type of
Yeah.
mess. And then if
Yeah,
you
but
were
if you were
basically
someone
honest, you would be working at a post office or a railroad, like building
lighting up
railroads,
lamps,
lighting up lamps for the city. Like they do all like I don't know. Back in the day, I feel like, but then you're down.
horse. Well, they still have those.
Oh wait, then
Huh?
there's farming. You could back in the day like there was so much fucking land, like back in the day,
Oh my
before
God.
and what we have
And when
now.
you think about it, technically a version of you lived in that time because we all came from somewhere. So technically a
There
version
was a
of me
version
and
of a
you
Joseph.
lived in the time of
Do you
1923
think there really
to
was?
18 something. Yeah, there had to be because like how else did we get here? We had to come from a somewhere and it just doesn't stop.
Well, what I
Well,
don't.
maybe it starts somewhere. I don't know.
Here's how it
But
would compare it, or
it has to have somewhere that come from, you
cause
know?
and that too. But think about it back in the day, like if you're living, it was different living. Like now, the way some of these cities are set up, it's like where I'm at, for example. It's like a city, like a retirement kind of city, like where you like people come to settle down. It's not for like people like someone like me who's
Yeah.
about to turn 26.
Pretty much all of South Florida besides Miami is
Yeah, the whole South Florida is basically like if you want to go and just like have
different countries than a trip to Disney. And I
yeah,
say, God damn.
going
Well,
to
how much is
Japan.
Disney? Cost like thousands of dollars. Shit, might as well get you a hotel on the water.
Especially, I was gonna say you might as well do that. Get a hotel on the water. Get like rent a mansion Airbnb somewhere in LA. Like for
Yeah.
that price.
Well, that might
I'm about to
that
say.
would probably be the same shit. Probably.
Well, and that's the thing that's so cool about this because we're making this podcast, and then imagine like a year from now if we actually just we stick with our stuff like for our
At least
content,
one every week.
and then yeah, like we
I
do.
think I think we could stick to that.
Even if it's like a two a week, I mean, hey, like most of the time, whenever we
Hey,
just
get two out a week, that'd be cool. But at least one. At least one.
see for
That's what I say to myself every time I'm uploading, but I've been in slump. I feel like I haven't uploaded. I know I uploaded the other day, but I feel like I've been in slump.
see, I've had like I keep saying, I right now I'm at a hard moment where like we're doing these and it's a weird feeling like right now. Like I can do things on my own. Like I said, I can go to my job, work on my own, get it done. I just did it tonight. Like I can go and do certain things that I need to do in life. But there's certain things that like I feel like when I do stuff with you, it feels like it's more motivational and it's more because we both have the same vision in mind. Like posting vlogs, posting all that type of stuff. Like it's like a common goal basically, and it feels like more you have like more support. And then I feel like over time, as we continue, we you meet people through it.
Yeah,
And bro, for all we know,
yeah.
you
I feel,
and I'm not talking about like relationships and girl. I'm talking about like people like us, like other guys. I mean, who knows? It could be anybody, girls, guys, anyone that's doing content like us, basically. Preferably guys,
yeah.
because like usually a group of guys kind of like girl. I want
Nah, I
girls
say
to be.
preferably the other way. Mostly the other way. But hey, either way, you, you know, either way, as long as someone's getting, or maybe we could just brighten up somebody's day doing this shit. Maybe not, maybe, but I know it would be cool. I say for all my videos to look back on, you know,
As a
and see.
memory and just and right now we're still talking about like
Yep.
stuff that's at least like it's informative in a way and it's still it's and in the future
I
this is
feel
the first podcast so it's gonna get us like to speak better all types of stuff I feel like
Yeah, yeah, and we'll get way better at it, like with the communication. But I feel like this, if we would have started this in person, but at the time though, we were still in school.
yeah see that's the
We didn't
struggle
have really no money. I mean, we both had like I was a dishwasher, but really wasn't nothing. Now I'm a retail worker, still kind of has nothing, but hey,
me and Chris
whatever gets the stuff to go by.
yeah that's what me and Chris exactly I'm the same thing I'm a retail basically work like unloading trucks at Walmart unloading trucks and stocking
Yeah,
shelves nothing
and I work for
exciting.
the rival Target.
And it's see, and I'm working for one, and Walmart is
All
just
we need is one more in Amazon.
yeah, yeah, literally just yeah.
And then we have the trifecta.
Yo, if you work at Amazon, reach out to us. And if you're into this type of stuff, gaming, podcasts, any music. Like we're into all this channel. We're gonna be trying to just do all that. Like on Iowa
Yeah,
on the IOI Joku channel and on the Kriscantmiss channel.
yeah.
See,
All
I
right, I
like.
got another topic. Oh, go for it. Go for it.
I was mainly gonna say I like how like your videos, different stuff that you post vlogs and stuff. Like it's pretty like that one snake I seen. I seen you and it was made that brightened my air. Like you see when you said it makes someone's day feel better. When I saw that, it made me like laugh and I was like like cause it was just you when you fast forward it and you were like with the broom. It was just like funny looking. Like and it was just
Insert clip here.
yeah like you had like a good
Just
like it was like see and stuff like that like around my house usually I like I mean like exciting stuff sometimes goes
oh,
on.
I know there's a lot of snakes in Florida.
Yeah, see Florida, if I had a snake come over, there's been times where I've ran across snakes, but I remember the one time when I was longboarding, a snake came across the path slithering all crazy and I remember it made like my like it made like in a way
Did
my
you
body like sliver in a way. I was like, what? Like it made me like, cause like seeing that and cause like my instincts kicked in. Like I immediately
did
like as soon
you
as I
did
saw
you
it, I was
run
like, damn,
into it or no?
nope. Like I was like smooth with it. Like my instincts, like for some reason, like my body
Bruh.
like not locked up, but it went like that, and I went like that with the board stopped, and then I fucking jumped back. But then the snake went.
Oh,
It was a decent size too, though. But I don't know if it was like a water moccasin or some type of shit.
bro,
And
remember
I don't
that
know what
time
it
when we
was.
were there and we saw a gator at your grandfather's house, like his
Yo,
community,
every
and
time,
there was like rivers when
yeah,
we used to longboard, so there would be big old rivers, and we saw a gator that was in
yeah,
there.
every
I mean,
time
that's common in there
it
in
is.
Florida. Like we saw gators everywhere, but like it was just crazy. Like if one of us fell in the water, we could have got eaten by a gator.
And that's what I was gonna say. It is common. That's what's amazing about it. Cause in that
Yeah,
community, I would be
yeah.
longboarding, and there would be so many times where I'd ride past and I just see like a gator on like the bank, just like
Yeah,
sunbathing.
same in Loxahatchee. Yep,
And then
same
I
in
and
Loxahatchee.
it's crazy how they could coexist and not like attack. I mean, I don't think I've heard of an attack in that community of a gator. I mean, not that I remember. I don't think anyone's ever gotten attacked. I mean, maybe you never know.
Hopefully, yeah. If they did, we didn't hear about
I know I seen
it. They're
two
already
guys
gone.
breaking in trying to break into someone's house there one time. I remember when I was long. There's been a lot of funny stuff I've seen longboarding there for that year or two that I was living there.
Yeah, longboarding is a fun way. Now I try an electric scooter, but every time I try it, sometimes there's always like some rodents, like a skunk. A skunk just spray. We got skunks real bad out here, and boy, man, it makes you not want to mess with them or turn their way because they just stick right around with their tail up and just like this, and then they're fucking ready to spray, and then you smell like straight funk for a while.
I've
It's horrible.
out here. I haven't ran across a skunk yet, really, or like in a like where we're in like
Yeah, I
Los
can't
Lucy.
remember if there was much. I know there's a bunch of raccoons out there,
Yeah,
snakes, iguanas. That was
coyotes
really
are
cool.
out here a lot.
Coyotes, gators, bunch of shit in Florida. Like we say, we're gonna be live streaming. We're gonna be doing a bunch of shit with GTA 6. GTA 6 is taking place in Miami, Florida, place where we both grew up. Well, we both grew up in Fort Lauderdale, but same area, same place, same people,
Fort
same
Lauderdale.
same same vibe. Oh yeah. So that was another topic. Tattoos. I got my first one. I remember when I was 18 years old with these guys, him and his brother, and we got it at his brother's friend's house or something like that. And it was only like 20 or 30 bucks. And I've been wanting to get a new tattoo ever since, but I haven't gotten any, like little small ones. But these motherfuckers are charging 50, 80 bucks. And I'm like, God damn, just for something this big. So,
That's
but
on
I
the
see Joe's
topic.
got a lot of ink,
It's fucked
so
up because topics with tattoos now, bro. I wanted to get my panther, and it's just I'm getting it probably really soon. My
so how many do you have now?
only three right now, but
Oh shit!
I want to get like I
What
see.
are they? What
So
are they?
basically, I have this is in the Florida and then 954 in it, and then I
Oh,
have
that's dope.
the Glow Gang Bear, and then I have
Ah,
morph
okay.
Pokemon.
Ah, shit. I like that Florida one.
Bro, I was gonna
That one's
say
clean.
everyone always comment or compliments my tats and shit. Like, and then like I said, I'm gonna get the Florida. I don't know where the Florida Panther. If I should get it here, I might just get the Florida Panther here, or if I don't know if I just should just put it in here somewhere. So then it's
An
just
actual
it's
Panther or
gonna be like
the team,
the 2000s logo Panther, and I don't know
the
if I want it
NHL team?
shredding through the skin or if I just want just the basic Panther. And then I'm
Ah,
gonna get the
yeah.
Dolphins logo somewhere soon, like the old school one, because I love NFL. And
Oh,
then Dolphins, I always love the colors of it. I'm gonna get that one colored, like the turquoise and the orange.
ah, okay.
Speaking of
Yeah, I've been
topics,
wanting to get like a road. Oh,
or I was gonna say that's what's messed up. I was gonna say to you, speaking of topics of tattoos, I don't regret these at all. I love them, but
same,
I can tell you
same.
what pushed me to get them. It was when I was missing the first. It had something to do with before I met my ex and shit. This one girl that I was like, kind of not really thought I was like doing like seeing, but then I was at a point where I just felt like not insecure, but I felt like I started hitting the gym more, and then I got tatted, and that's when I felt more confident. And then basically, you know, tattoos basically
Yeah.
sometimes I don't know, it's a way of like sometimes relieving stress, it feels like, in a way. Like something happened with my ex, they got like tatted up recently, I heard, like after what's called, so it's like sometimes people, I guess,
Oh, you want to go off on this topic now?
I just
Because
want
we're basically done with all the topics, right?
not yet, actually.
Oh shit. What was the other one?
There was like a few others that
Oh,
we
wait, what happened?
I think there was like a few other topics that we didn't we I think I forgot what it was, like it was like the
Oh, you want me to do another one?
oh no, we didn't
I got
finish any
some written
movies,
down.
right? Or no, we did actually finish, or maybe we had one more.
I don't know. I think I'm all good on.
My
I'm
my
all
last
movie down.
my
You
last one will be
showed up.
Terminator, just so that the fans aren't disappointed. We'll do Terminator for my number one because I just grew up
There you
watching
go.
that. And my parents, you could even ask them. When I was younger, I used to watch it like a lot, like the Terminator movies. But if I had to choose, it would be number two. The first one I love, but the second one's the best, I think. Like it's just like classic
Uh,
in the soundtrack. So
I am. I am Terminator.
I would be
Who?
fucking.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
He's like, yeah, I would be fucking back.
Oh shit, that's another one I've never watched.
Motherfucking.
But I somehow it's on DVD and we have the physical copy of the DVD.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I can literally show you the DVD. I don't know what it is. I think it's like one of the newer, older ones. It's like the third, fourth, because then they got like 7 or 10 of those movies.
I had an exclusive version of Terminator 2 when I was in like I don't it was definitely a little whiles back when I was at my old first house that I moved in when we moved to Palm Beach. It was it was like it had like a like those old cases where you went like you scratched your nail on it and it makes like that like noise like that scratchy noise.
Oh, like on the chalkboard.
No, like it was like a I can't even explain the material. It was like some kind of material you run your nail and it was like funny sounding. It didn't like hurt the ears or nothing. It was just like funny to do. Like when you were like a kid. It was and then when you went like
Oh,
this with it, it showed like Arnold's face and then like the Terminator skull. Like it was like when you like those things when you like move it back and forth.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep,
It was
yep.
like similar to
With
that.
I forget what they're called.
I forgot what they did. Those
I
zippy.
know what you're talking about though. You see a different picture every time you move it.
Yeah, podcast. This podcast is going amazing. So
Yeah. All right. So I got some here. Let's see. Like we could either do pros and cons to smoking, YouTube and TikTok issues, news or anything crazy that happened in the world, or gaming or any fun sports or games.
oh, you know what? Let's choose. I guess
Those are some
pros and
good ones.
cons to smoking we can do.
Yeah. All right. I got mine. I'm addicted. Nah.
I'm addicted to the marijuana, to the Mary Jane, to the ganji.
I can't give it up. It's my crutch.
It's my crutch to life. I need the marijuana, or else I can't eat, I can't work, I can't drive. No, I can't play my
We
video
just let's
games.
talk on.
I can't make beats when I'm not Mary Jane. I can't shoot the bitches when I'm on Mary Jane.
I don't feel myself when I'm not
I don't
on
feel
it.
myself when I'm Mary Jane.
You know that song, that commercial? You're not you when you have a Snicker bar.
You're not you when you don't have a Snicker bar, and I'm not me when I don't
Uh,
have Mary Jane.
well, I guess we saw that one. We need that.
We need to
Legalize it.
we need to legalize it in every state. We are for the marijuana users.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive.
No drinking and driving though. Smoking and driving.
Yeah. We're
Nah,
just promoting bad
it's still
habits.
I mean, I haven't fully done my research on Florida laws, but I've been pulled over and cops smelled weed
Hey,
and
hey,
and
no,
whatnot.
we're both in California, actually. We're both in California.
Yeah, I guess we're already in California. We just have little
Yeah, we're both.
houses we
We're
rent.
He's in San Francisco and I'm in San Diego. So
Sandy, that's where Twisted Insane's from too. Remember the fast rapper? Yeah,
it's insane.
he's
Oh, I remember.
he's
Yeah,
like
I
one of
think I
them.
remember you guys showing me.
Hey, we need him
That's
on the
where he's from.
podcast.
I thought he was from Florida.
He's like or San Diego. He's like San Diego, or San Diego, California.
Wow.
He's like,
Damn. Damn. Yeah. Only 9 states. Only 9 states.
so the pros and cons of smoking though.
Oh.
So basically, all right, I'll start pros. All right, so we got pros. So for the pro
But
for
we got a
me
lot of cons down.
is that yeah, there's a con when you're not a so like basically the pro would be if you don't get fully addicted and like don't rely on it. It helps when you're stressing and little things like you're just bothered by something, you just take a hit of the fucking bowl and do what you enjoy and make it 10 times more enjoyable. That's how
Yeah.
in a way that then here we're going to move to the con for me now that I've been experiencing. I feel like over time, even for a relationship with weed, it kind of made me lazy sometimes. And
Yeah.
the question is that I can never find for myself is why did I always need to smoke? Like always just for everything. That's like the con is I
Same.
overthink that sometimes.
Same. And then I find myself half a jar down, and then I'm like, man, well, what? It's just money going in the air,
Yeah, because you're just smoking, getting high, and then again, like
and
you're
then
spending it
nothing's
on.
getting done really. At least for me. Feel like that's a big con. And they're really, I mean, shit.
You want to know? There was people in my life that I knew, or they were able to quit certain things, and I don't know. I mean, I know some people that just give it up sometimes and just don't like do it no more. Like especially smoking weed, like your Trailer Park Boys,
Yeah,
Julian Bubbles.
that would be another top 5 or 10 show.
Yeah, that would be my number one
Trailer Park
series.
Boys.
Actually, I forgot about Trailer Park Boys.
I remember I busted out laughing watching that. Remember in Seminole they always used to make us read a book in the first 10 minutes of school or some shit.
I've been watching
And
Trailer Park Boys.
yeah, I would watch it, put my book up, and put the fucking show on, and then I busted out
Just
laughing. Got
Leahy
my
just
phone to
falling down the steps while the teacher's like walking around the room trying to see who's reading.
I forget what they were doing. They were like pulling something off a car, and then the bumper came off, and then the door came off.
Yo,
After
yo, the
everything they were doing.
shitmobile, or that's what Ricky called his car. He had the shitmobile.
All right, I got more topics. All right, let's switch it up. All right, news or anything that's happening crazy in the world. All right, I'll go first. These terrorists, man. These terrorists.
I wonder if there's any topics.
Nah, I don't know. All right, let me see.
No, no, no,
Let me
no,
see
no, no,
what's
no. I
on
was
the
gonna
news.
say that because if we look it up, some of this shit we would have to or because there are
Oh
actually a
yeah,
lot of
also
problems. I mean, problems that I can think of recently has been I mean,
Also, OKC
I mean,
won today,
honestly,
and I called them going to the championship.
like with tariffs and all that.
All right, let's see. All right, Trump and Putin call a war in Ukraine and another blow to Kiev and its allies. I don't know if we're qualified to speak about all that. Huh?
So basically, Russia's starting a war with another. Because I've heard. I mean, that sounds familiar. I mean, I don't know fully where it's at. There's so many, places. Like I know like the most places, but that's another place. I'm
What do
gonna
you
do
think?
some research on.
What do you think about deportation?
I think it's kind of
Just random issues.
I think it's kind of messed up, and at the same time, I wish they had a way of categorizing the serial killers, rapists, and all the sexual
Yeah, I
offenders under
know.
one
And the
bills,
drug.
and then all the good ones should be able to stay that want to just work and live their life and get out of what they were. They should have a chance. If they want to just come in and just work, like they're like, oh, don't let them work. Don't they're taking our jobs. It's like, hey, if they can do the job better than you, let them stay and do it. Because then America has more
I
productive people.
I always thought if they set up like how our border is like runs all the way across from California to Texas. I always thought if they set up like three big ass centers, like that just go take in people in and out. But then I always think, well, they probably don't want to do that because that would be wasting too much money. So, but I thought that would be way easier. It's like a airport, everybody gets their shit, they get the green card, they get all their shit, and they get in.
It is
I
true.
actually know a guy who came who works and cleans and shit, but they came from Mexico. Uh, I think I forget what part it was called, but yeah, they got their shit and they came in the right way. But it takes forever, I guess, for some people. I guess that's why a lot of people don't do it. But if we have big ass centers, make it a whole lot easier. Just an idea, but I know it's probably too much money.
Another world problem. I mean, it's something I'm dealing with, and I guess it is on the topic because it's kind of a world problem for me right now. How I'm trying to deal with it, like dealing with breakups and then dealing with falling out with friends, a certain friend
Yeah,
group.
talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah, like I mean, some of it's kind of messed up. Yeah, like I mean, certain ways. Like this is to all the men out there. Like if anyone's watching, basically, like I keep saying, don't ever let a woman tell you that like you can't do nothing. You can't do like that's what I'm saying. Look at me and Chris here. Like how can we not do nothing if literally me and Chris are here grinding? Trying to
And we're
get.
gonna be consistent with it.
Yeah, we're gonna be consistent. We're gonna be, disciplined. Like what Joe Rogan taught us, discipline, bro. Like especially
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. And I know this shit's crazy, man.
what I'm saying. Basically,
Man.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. Like the way like world problems like dealing with, like basically being me, like snaked out how I was in a way. Like, and I know like if
Do you want to talk about the whole thing or
I
not?
mean if they're ever seeing this, it's like, you know what? This is the real Joe. I'm being my real self. So at the end of the day,
Yeah, the way you were before when you met him.
this podcast, I've been happy the whole time, but speaking about the topic, that's when you get the pit in your stomach and just, you know. But thank God I'm
You should
prepared.
go for it. So what really happened? Because I know for me the first time that that's it. Should I talk about this or not?
Yeah, it's
All
a
right.
podcast.
So
You
this
know, we're
is this
keeping
is
it. I'll say we keep it. Hey, this
yeah.
is this is the come out and hang for now. That's the name. Come out and hang podcast. So we chilling,
We're
we
just
vibing.
airing out all our bullshit.
We're basically, and then we're gonna have. We can even have guest stars soon on here.
Oh, that would be cool. Can you do more than two people or no?
Actually, on Discord, yeah, you could have like a bunch of
Oh
people.
hell
The most we would do is each video probably four people the most, right, or five.
yeah, because then the screen would be clogged up too much.
They because three
It would just
people
be
leave.
we would be the two main, and then whoever else.
Like whoever else would join that we like eventually like get on.
We
Like
should try to get some of our family on and shit.
someone from the family, or over time we should invest. I wonder who else like to that we could get on. Like, I'm trying to think of someone else that does that type of stuff, like podcasts and like vlogs and pretty soon I want to venture out when I get my camera and a mic. Venture out to
Yeah,
pranking.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
We would have asked them questions and shit.
Oh yeah, you were saying something about before though about like all that when how when you went
Shit,
through.
I might have to take a pee break and shit. You think you? Yeah. I'm gonna keep up this conversation going. I just gotta use the restroom real quick.
Oh, that's fine. All right, so
You
basically,
gotta keep it up.
I could go to the what's it called screen. Like I could just
I,
go to like a black screen
I,
for now. Like I
I'm
don't
gonna
need to.
be like right back.
I will be right back, homies. Stick tight. Stick tight, homies. My bad, chat. I'm just gonna test the audio, see how it sounds.
This doesn't work.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. Plug this in
See, over time, I'm gonna have to add.
because I'm doing this all over my phone, y'all. So
Yo, for the
I don't got
podcast, huh?
the side currently.
Are you outside?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just realized that. Oh yeah, that's a cool. Oh, see, that would be a cool streaming setup out there, yo. Like you put like a monitor just when you stream out there or whatever, and like do your stuff.
If I could get the lights up.
Yo, that's actually fire out there. I like that setup. It's like
I know. I
cozy.
gotta I gotta get a better like background going on. You got a better setup than me, shit. If you put the Funkos on both sides and then the Chucky, where you can see the Chucky.
See, and yeah, I did that a while ago, like about like a year or two ago. I started that. So this room does need a. I'm getting a makeover for this room really soon because I'm tired of it being this way for this long.
How many Funkos do you think you have?
Honestly, close to like 30, maybe like
Damn.
30, maybe the most 40. But then no, we have some in that room too though, because Tyler had got a bunch. So maybe close to like 50, 60 Funko Pops total in the house.
Yeah. Wow.
Because there's an extra spare
That's
bed too
crazy.
that like I have like a desk. But I've had my setup in my room for now because in there it's like I don't know. I just like being in my room like when I do certain content.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you got probably a better setup than me. Shit. I'm outside and shit. Got a phone. I got a thing hooked up to get the charging. I got a charging bank on it. It's a whole bunch of mess going on over here.
Yep.
All right.
I was gonna say it's
So what? So what were we?
alright. Now they can probably hear me better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So what were we saying?
Oh yeah, was it was about you said something before you went. It was something about your experience with
Oh yeah. So you want to talk about this? Do we talk about this?
it'll be something
All
to
right. I'll
look
go.
back on, and then we'll see how I'm already basically already progressed from it somewhat, but it's still like you still got that what's it called like that when it's so fresh like but that feeling when you're just at that point you just don't give a fuck like because it like it's there's no reason to like at that point.
I know for me, I don't, because I was well moved. I'm well moved on from them because
Well,
that happened about like 4 or 5 years ago. I want to say
my
when I was
situation
like
it was just
18.
basically never date a female that's fucking that doesn't have their high school diploma and doesn't have a fucking car, bro. Because
Well, mine did have both of those things, and it still fucked me over. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's the
you bend over backwards exactly. Even those types of girls, like the one you dated, like you bend over backwards, do everything, and you still get snaked out, and then they run off with another man. Basically, like my situation, 3 year relationship, haven't even been broken up for 3 weeks. Find out when I go to block them on my other art account that they follow me on. I see that they're already talking with someone or saying they love someone. Basically, when you were just with me, laid up with
So
me,
you got to break down the situation. It's 3 weeks.
basically been about 3 weeks, about to go on 4 weeks since we did the breakup, and then it's basically it's like you're already
Do do y'all think that's enough time? I
honestly.
personally
I feel
don't.
like if it was like a little 2 month dating,
Two
yeah,
months, yeah,
because you're
I
saying
would
I
say.
knew you for 2 months, fuck it. I knew you for 3 years. No, I mean at the end of the day, that's like a lot of time invested in someone.
I know.
And then
Yeah,
also just to throw it
I've
down the
been there.
drain and just start it over with someone else like you don't even like care at the end of the day
Well, it
like
wasn't 3 years. It was at least a year.
with you and Mackenzie.
Yeah, yeah. You gotta blurb out that name. Well, I'm sure she's probably never gonna watch this, but yeah, yeah. It was crazy
Fuck.
at that time. I mean,
Yo,
at that time, you're like still kids growing up, still in high school. I mean, we graduated, but like, I don't know. You have so much going on at that time, so I guess it was just like it was the no fault being. I mean, I guess I could have put it on me for not communicating more or stuff like that. But then again, I didn't really want to because of things I thought, people or, they were doing. So, you can't really hold people to a standard if they haven't met that. And same for, myself, if that was to be, but at that time, it was just so young and I don't know immature maybe.
it's
Even still now.
see sometimes not for me, but like I said, the situation with mine it was just very like because I already heard like bro, other podcasters like even Joe Rogan they've spoken about different like I've heard Theo Vaughn different ones talk about different shit that's happened to them and basically this is like it's like learning even for other people that do come across this you could just see that someone like me, anyone can get through it. Basically, like
Yeah.
dealing with shit like that. And the thing is, with my situation, I was so busy with just work, and then when I got bombarded with just the breakup, and then that's basically, so it's like most guys. I mean, a part of me does feel like, you get that feeling where you feel like a loser. But to be fair, you can't really force it if you know, or not forced to feel that way at the end of the day, because think about it, the way, it was just a rant, like, you can't control that they just did wanted to do that, and then to get with someone 4 weeks.
Hey, wait, Joe, is the chat going?
Oh wait, they are typing.
No, is it a black screen? Did you press record?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh
Oh,
no,
we didn't get any of that.
it's been recording the whole
Oh,
time.
oh, just the audio.
Yeah, they could still hear
Oh,
us.
okay,
Oh, sorry for
okay.
the technical difficulties, y'all.
Well, I'm glad I checked that halfway through,
Yes,
or else we would have never got the picture.
see you saved it.
But at least but the audio you said, oh yeah, now I see it. Yep.
Yeah, we were saying basically like how Chris went through, and then fresh
Yeah,
for
but
me.
this is the first time we're ever doing this, so there might be a little mishaps, but at least the audio was good.
Like I said, we got to start somewhere. Everyone.
Yeah, we're not bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I
I
forgot
just noticed that.
that there was the one famous person that started off like slinging pizzas or some type of shit until he finally got on. I forgot, there was like one story I heard. Some stuff is
I've
motivational.
been I've been watching this guy Ian on YouTube who works at 7-Eleven, but he just recently hit 100K, and it's just like, man. But the stuff he posts is like real stuff, the stuff that I guess any regular worker would go through. But yeah, he's got a good channel.
Yeah, see with that, like
I don't know where I was going with that.
like how we're both in retail. Basically, with retail, you gotta, I don't know, like those types of jobs, you gotta want to be around people, and that's where.
Top five.
Oh, wait, what was it? Top five retail stores? No, that's fine.
Yeah, not top five retail stories. I remember I can go number one. I met well, I didn't meet him, but I saw him walk in the store, Vanilla Ice.
Oh, you did?
When I used to work up for Target in West Palm Beach, he used to shop there. I don't know what he shopped for, but they said to not go up to him. But yeah, I guess some fans went up to him and shit, but it was crazy.
Yeah, I wonder why they wouldn't let him
That's
take
the one
pictures.
person. I don't know, but that us as workers, I guess, weren't allowed to. I don't know, but I know it was just crazy because I was like working. I forget where I was working, but I saw him walk by, and I was like, God damn, that's Vanilla Ice. That was one of the craziest moments. Then in another crazy moment, same store, motherfucking, I saw this dude get tackled and then run away. And this was a big ass AP dude chasing another big ass black dude. And, fucking, they both were wrestling each other and shit in the middle of the store. Right before the checkout thing, I guess he had some stolen some shit, and then he fucking ended up walking out or like somehow managing to get loose. And then the dude said, "That's all right. I got you on camera, bro. I got you on camera." And I was just my asshole.
So they got
I was just like, "Oh my god."
that boy got.
That was the most, but I wasn't laughing at the time. But like looking back, I wish I would have filmed that because like that was fucking
Yo, you
insane.
should have filmed it. That would have. Next time something like that goes in the story, you should just get your shit out. Like people say it's bad to do
I
that, but
know,
it's content. Yeah, it's funny. Like
I know, my
if you
girl
can't
got some
intervene, might as
people
well.
fighting at this Target.
Like I could see if it was like a shooting going on, that's different. But like if it's like something funny like that, like a motherfucker getting tackled, I would definitely start. Yeah, I would pull.
People just love to fight. But that time it was two customers.
I know I seen a video of some dude in like a stall, and then there was like two dudes. He was trying to like go to like take a shit, and then there's just two dudes just fucking just duking it out. Like you just see like their shoes just like.
Remember they used to do that in high school? They used to fucking gang around and meet up. All
I've
right, let's go meet up at the
yo,
Winn Dixie, the
bro.
old abandoned Winn Dixie Plaza,
In middle school,
and
there was
everybody's
this
gonna
one
fight.
kid, and he walked into the bathroom, and he had like a fresh cut, and all the kids will just run up behind him and start smacking his fresh cut and shit. And like all in the bathroom, they're just like, just
I
fucking just smack after
know
smack.
back when necking was a thing. Remember necking?
Oh yeah, got you that bomb.
Yeah, bro, I hated that shit. I hated that shit, Loki. It made me want to like fucking like get into a tussle actually, because some people would do that shit like out of no purpose, and would be like, "What the fuck?"
Basically, man, heartbreak makes you a stronger man. I feel like, right? Or what do you think, Chris?
Going back to that time.
What do you think,
Yeah,
man?
go for it, because yeah, I interrupted
That's the only
you
thing that's bad
when
about
you were
this
talking
topic, because
about it.
I'm sorry, before this topic, before I had to do some blocking and a few things because
Now you should keep it going.
because I don't I take breaks from social media so shit like that happens. You know, it's toxic shit on social media. I watch YouTube, certain shit, and then try to do my own content, and then basically, yeah, like I said, when I go to block, you know, you find sometimes I don't know when you go to block someone, you sometimes want to look like you get kind of like a Snoopy feeling, and like when shit's fresh, like it just happened. You know, just and then I'm glad I got the closure though, because just to know that all that love was just for like a lie. In a way, all those
So what even
feelings.
happened?
Like I said, I basically when I went to go block them, I seen they post a new post. I just looked at it because I was like, well, "Fuck it, let me just look at it," because it's like basically I'm the one that got bombarded,
But
dumped
but but
while
but
I
you
was
knew
trying to
this
work.
person for a long time though, right?
I knew them for like 3 years. Yeah, exactly. Like we like still like I know we
You
just
got to
met
set
three
up the
years ago,
scene for them.
but we still
You got
spent
to set up the scene for them.
yeah, like bro, we spent every day with each other for 3 years. Little problems from both of us, but like it was nothing that couldn't be fixed over time. Like if you truly love somebody, but just waste someone's time for 3 years and then already in 4 weeks you're already like I said dating someone that I fucking knew.
Yeah, I think it at least has to be a month to
Like
two
and they
months before
basically knew I was
you
dating with
start
them.
doing that.
So my feeling where I work, that person was probably hanging around them while I was at my fucking job, busting my fucking ass on her when she's like on her shit, buying them shit, making sure they're taken care of. You know, like doing everything as a man, like that they should do for their woman, getting them shit, everything.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
main thing that I did regret, but I don't now. Now that I know that they already did what they did, I don't regret it anymore because how they handled it. I
yeah.
did a week or two ago regret not saying things that I wanted to say a certain way, and there was a lot of hard nights. But you know, as a man, I did like you get through it. Just happened fresh like a few hours ago now, and I'm already. I mean, I feel better. I'm got my buddy Chris here because you know we do the podcast. But sometimes,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
man, you gotta just stay strong and just like yeah, keep going, man. Because I'm telling you, man, don't let a
What's
fucking
the
heartbreak
one
get you.
thing that helped you through all of this?
I mean, I'm not fully like I like not that I'm fully through with it because it's like I keep it still feels so fresh and like I just found this info out not even like a few hours ago, so it's like you know I mean like I said it hurts like you know
Yeah,
I doesn't show it right now because you know we're on podcasts and stuff like that. I mean even then, but like I said sometimes I just don't let shit get to me anymore. In the moment
yeah.
I may get upset when it's first happens and it's like brand new like I said like people get upset the night it happened when I was driving home from work after a bad day at work. That happens. Get breakup, just get bombarded with a breakup text. You know,
Was it rainy?
nobody wants that. The next days after that, the whole week it was raining out,
Oh, that's the worst.
and I was like,
Worst.
that.
Sets the mood.
The first week was one of the worst, and then second week tonight was really bad at first. Like this helped me through it.
So what
So
did you see today that made it so bad?
just seeing the comments already 6 days ago, and we haven't even been broken up for 4 weeks. Like usually, like I said, like that long it should like if you truly love someone, you're not gonna just move on. Fucking like that means like it was I guess it just chat. It was the wrong one. You know, like or where's the we're gonna have to edit in the future when he's like she for the streets. Like remember when
That would be funny. You're supposed to.
Hey, but bitch, you got got shit that you
Uh,
said.
I would say majority of them are that are then aren't. But then that could be the same for the guys too.
Oh, you mean R? Yeah, like what's your opinion on that? Like someone 3 years, like I like to get other people's opinions. I'm not gonna tell a lot of people about this. Only one that knows is my brother. Now
Well, we're
you,
telling hopefully millions of people right now.
and then yep, I lied.
What if it was? That would
Yeah,
be
that's I was gonna
crazy.
say I lied. Whoever watches this, you guys are gonna hear it too. But for right
Yeah,
now,
you get the secret scoop.
like right now, like the main people that I'm like actually like tell like is
Our
gonna be
secret scoop. Every live stream is us airing our own drama.
honestly, well, that's what Juro they share their experiences with topics, and a lot of these topics
Yeah,
are
but sometimes
correlating.
I feel like they fake shit because like they're comedians. Like I feel like a lot of those things, like scenarios that they, I mean, that dude's had more than shit. I don't even know, 2 hours and 3 hours of 1,000 videos. Man, that's thousands of man. I can't even
Oh
count
wait,
it,
who
but
does?
that's why I feel Joe Rogan. But
Oh
that's why
wait,
I feel like sometimes he fakes some of those stories because not all those stories could be real. But then again, he is a comedian. Sometimes comedians do fake shit,
see,
but for the people's benefit to laugh.
yeah, see exactly. And the main thing is on here we're gonna have a lot of humor too. Like I said, this is the first one,
Yeah.
and like I said,
So we got to make up shit.
yeah, this is in a way this is kind of like the test run. This is
Yeah.
and it gonna be like a start of the experience of how it's gonna in the direction it's gonna go, and it's a way like planning out the podcast. And like I said, and it sucks too because the time I came onto the podcast, it was just like yeah, motherfuckers just men stay strong, stay strong like my man Chris. Texas Longhorns. I just realized, hell yeah, that's badass. I like that.
I know. I gotta get a better background, dude. I should take this inside.
And I love. Nah, Lewis, what's it called? You're chilling. What's it? I don't. What's it called? I like the setup. Like, and plus, what's called what you showed.
Yeah, yeah, I gotta get it. Yeah, well, if I take this inside, next one I'll take inside
Hey,
and
they
hopefully have
always
a
say
better background.
the background doesn't explain you. It's the because it's you or you the content creator themselves.
Yeah, yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's. What else? What else is there? Let me see. But yeah, yeah. The world's crazy, man. I mean, it seems like everything fucking happens. Like I don't know. It seems like there's signs for all that shit. Like signs for all the shit you can't explain. But then if you don't see the signs, then you'll never see them. Does that make sense?
Oh, we're talking. You're talking about like what's it called still like that are like signs with that.
Nah, just with anything. Like I'm talking about like a different kind of topic of like kind of life kind of thing.
Oh, you mean like basically
With
signs,
thing.
whereas like which is anything that you're like trying to pursue.
Yeah, it could be even someone who's gone, or someone who's in your case, I guess whatever. But I don't know.
See,
Some things
mine.
that you,
I think that like the more and more I think about it, bro, people are going through much worse, and like that's why I think about it too. Like,
yeah,
and I'm not a selfish
that's what
person
I
in
always
this
say too.
being in this state. That's why I don't want to turn into a selfish person. That's what I'm trying to explain even on this podcast how find an outlet like do what me and Chris are doing here, like podcasting, gaming. Like we do live streaming. Chris games with me. We game. We what's the other thing? We are Chris. We do beats. So
I know we're gonna have to come up with some
and
creative stuff.
Chris
Maybe I
plays.
can
You play
maybe I
instruments.
can perform a song on the live stream.
I was gonna say you should. What's it called? One time.
I should, yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
start.
it. But for now, well, how long has this video? Let me see. Can
I'm.
it tell you how long it's already been?
I don't think. Let me see.
Has it been past? I know it's been past an hour.
Definitely. Wait. It's definitely. Yeah, I think it is past an
Have
hour.
we at least got two? Because that's all it has to be. At least two.
We
But shit,
have.
it didn't even feel like 2 hours though.
We
If it
have an
is.
hour 19.
Oh, an hour 19. Damn. We got to keep going.
We gotta keep it up.
We're gonna run out of shit to talk
Or
about.
40
That's why I
minutes.
said
Nah.
well, an hour 19. That's a lot though. That's technically a podcast.
Or maybe if it's an
I
hour
can't.
30 even. For the first one, an
Yeah,
hour 30.
anything over an hour. Shit, I've seen podcasts that are like 40 minutes. I'm like, what kind of podcast is that?
Yeah, true.
Gotta be
Usually.
at least over an hour, I would think.
So basically, podcasts like listen to what we're saying, and then
I don't know how that man goes over 5 hours sometimes.
I wonder too how he does it, and he gets a lot of viewers too. That's what's amazing about it.
Yeah, maybe one day.
And that's what's amazing. I would want to see myself in that room doing that. Like, just that'd be awesome. Just the headphones on, the awesome mics, and just like the cool setup. And then you just have all types of just people that are just successful around you coming in. Like, you just imagine that. Like, imagine how much stories you can learn from all those different successful people.
Yeah, but then will it get all to your head, you know?
Would see Joe Rogan himself. He's basically successful, so I guess other.
Do
I'm
you
sure
feel
they
like
learn
it?
off of each other, different stuff, like
Do,
from
do you
different.
feel like he's different when money comes across?
That could be some. You have a lot of people that are like that with money. Yep.
I mean, I guess who wouldn't be? I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy world out there, and it don't stop either.
It's a
Time keeps
dog
a
eat
ticking,
dog world out there.
pretty much. There's this one dude I've been watching on YouTube. Bilal flips. He
Hello.
flips cars. Yeah, Bilal flips.
Oh,
He flips cars and goes to stuff. And his name is Bliss Auto Sales, and he goes to the car dealerships and stuff. He started this whole business, but I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, yeah, I forget where I was going with this. I gotta get a better background.
I like. I actually think it looks pretty clean. Like, it looks like a
For
beachy
real?
setup.
Wait, hold on. What if I did this one?
It looks like a beachy, like kind of like cool setup. How it is. Oh yeah, that looks cool because you have all that stuff up on the wall,
Yeah.
like the bullhorns, all the Texas. Yeah, that's actually really cool. And then yeah, oh shit. And then you have the
Turn this
lights.
off because this is probably gonna. You're probably gonna hear me a lot better.
Bro, even Amy Grandpa had a setup like that, and he had like millions of subscribers. Like, he had like
Can you see me? Hey, hello.
oh, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
All right. Yeah, this will have to do for now till I can use my sneaker setup. That's the one I'll use as my background because I got some LEDs and some cool shit. I'll have a cool background. Next one, next stream, y'all got to tune in to the next stream
Tune into
because
the next stream.
this is definitely something we're gonna stay consistent at and try to keep doing.
See, as I this is, and the next stream we're gonna be each stream, and we're gonna see me get mentally better over time each stream too, and like we're gonna be
Yeah,
talking
so
about
Joe's
maybe,
going through.
yeah, it's
I guess Joe's going through a breakup right now. I'm going through a loss with my mother.
see
Going through a lot of shit.
that's what I was saying
You
before.
know.
Exactly, that's why people are going through much worse than me. So that's why, exactly, we
Yeah,
gotta,
and
and
even
I'm there.
shit, someone out there right now is probably going through something 10 times worse than what we're going through. You know, could be starving on their last meal. Could be fucking, you know, there's, you know what they say? There's I always say this is my funnest fact. And I don't know if the statistic has changed, but there's 70% of the world who doesn't live like an average day American. And with an average day American, I mean, and this could be anywhere around the world, but an average day American, which is more than 50%, I think it's like 60 or 70% that drives and has a car, has a job, has food in the fridge, has clothes in the thing, has an AC unit or heater. That's an average day. More than 70% of the world doesn't live like that, which is crazy. And if it was to be 70% to live like that, which is more than 8 billion people, we would need 8 worlds, 8 Earths to, to hold that,
Oh, so
to sustain that. That's insane. That's always my fun fact.
that is actually crazy when you think about it. Yeah, like all those statistics too, because you know statistics always speak the truth too. So it's like, and then
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other statistics that I've learned about, like different things. I know the drug
Ah,
overdose
man.
statistics are really
I
high.
know almost half the Asian population is descendant from Genghis Khan.
Oh wait, see that's interesting.
I don't know if, yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or maybe I got the numbers wrong, but I think it's something like that.
We'll see for now. Another thing we should plan on doing is, uh, even instead of podcasts, we could do us recording it. We could do like top 10 or top 5, whatever. We could do like different lists of different top, like random stuff, like top 5 folklore creatures of, or not even folklore, top 10 or urban legends of each state, or just like different stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, isn't that sounds interesting, right? All that type of like missing, and not even conspiracy theories, but like mystery. And
Hell
even
yeah.
conspiracy theories too. Some of them are interesting. You could always review some of those.
What other things are going on? Let's see. I gotta get me a better job. You know, that's something I gotta do. I feel like I've been procrastinating about that a lot.
Well, I'm stuck now because yeah, where I'm at, and then just like my May 15th, I've been so messed up these past few weeks because I just been dealing with like shit, and then it's
Yeah,
May.
I've been dealing with. Yeah, I remember my first real breakup was pretty hard. I think we only dated for like a year, but we known each other for like 2 or 3 years. Yeah, that one that I was saying earlier when we didn't have no picture. Yeah, that really messed me up for a little while, but eventually it gets better, you know.
Oh, I mean with your ex.
Yeah, that I've only had really two serious relationships, and that was her, and then the one I have now. But this one's way more serious than that one was. But it was crazy about that one. I don't want to go like way too deep because I told you some shit that I thought, but I don't want to say it on camera or nothing like that because I don't know if that's true, and that could be,
Well, see,
her
my
someone else's kid.
the reason with
Huh?
mine is I'm being like 100% and mine's truthful. And the thing is, I also will want eventually. I wish I could do things like exposing cheaters. Like, imagine you see me on YouTube one day, like exposing cheaters, exposing all that type of just
Through
shit.
Amigo
Like,
and
bro,
shit.
we gotta expose these hoes, bro. Like, not every girl's a hoe. This podcast, we don't condone in that, but we're talking about the girls that are actually hoes. Like, bro,
More than 70% of the world is actually hoes. Nah, I'm just
they say, bro, they say like men. There's good men, like how me, like good men out there, man. There's that don't deserve certain things and to be like when you do a certain amount of things for somebody and been through a certain amount of things with somebody just to throw it down the drain with another person in 3 weeks,
uh,
which is basically, I mean, for the rest of my life, that's still gonna, you get over it, but I mean, it's still like experience. I've never experienced it before, you know, like
yeah.
fully going down like this. Like especially that long. Like it's still to this day, it doesn't sit right well with me. And as a, it
Yeah.
feels like I just wasn't treated as a human being and like an adult and respectfully, and just it felt like it was very
Well,
like it felt like
she
high
didn't
school
really
behavior.
handle it the way you're supposed to handle a breakup. You know,
And then I just got
like
with a friend talking with a friend of me that that they were friends with, and then basically like or this one girl that I know, they basically were saying they were like crying over me. How the fuck are you crying over me if in 4 weeks you're already moved on? Like I did research and I know my research. I've done it for years, but I mean exes do stuff to make you jealous, but how the fuck are you gonna make me jealous getting with another dude? You just gonna just push me away, make me just fucking hate your guts?
is the dude even good looking?
Honestly, he looks like fucking like I mean nah. I mean, the only reason I don't fuck with bro is because he knew I was like
Who does he
he
look
had to
like?
have been talking to her while I was with her. Like like they fuck him at
Yeah,
the end of the day. Like that's like some like snake ass shit. And I knew his friend. I'm still cool. I mean, I don't know. I'm at a hard point where it's just like people just you want to get friendly with people, and then every time when you do it with the wrong people, you always get fucked over. It feels like in a way,
yeah,
and I feel like that's why I'm trying to need to just find more positive people to surround me in my life. And now I feel like people that actually are gonna care, that wanna be a part of like our journey type shit. Even me like with Chris too and being his life. Like I'm not
yeah.
talking about like a love. I'm talking about like
They,
friends, all that, even all that type of shit. Because life isn't always about
I
like for
know
me. I meant because Chris, he's happy where he's at.
that is
Me, I in life.
well. That is very true. Sometimes, in life, like me right now where I'm at, my only real friend, even throughout high school, was this guy right here to the left of me or to the right of me, wherever it is on the screen. I've never really had that one. I mean, girlfriends come and go, and sometimes, you get a girlfriend to stay for a long time, maybe even have a kid, but, you gotta have at least one friend, man. And I feel like Joe's always been there through thick and thin, man. So
And Chris is
shout out to Joku, and we shout out to the live stream. Shout out to the new podcast. Hopefully, we can keep it going because this is cool.
I do like it. It's just yeah, like talking about those subjects now. It just it doesn't sit well with me, man. Like it's just certain things in life.
Oh, those, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like just it's just I did not do anything that bad in the relationship to deserve that. I feel like to already like I mean most people would say you don't own them, but like how fucking like heartless or like fucked up could you be to like be that hurt or whatever the fuck and not fix something and just move on and dump that
Oh,
man
definitely,
just to start over with someone
definitely.
that I even knew like in that friend group that I introduced them to. Basically they wouldn't have even met them if I didn't even introduce them into where they. It's just a as a human being right now I'm still getting through it, but I'm in a hard position right now, bro, because
So, what would happen if you saw her with another dude? Not even that dude, just another one.
then for sure, bro, I just be like, yeah, nah, like she's just an
Then it'd
opportunist.
be just even,
And
yeah, then
even
it
we're
would
gonna
just be
expose.
like,
Honestly, fuck that. We're exposing these hoes now, bro. Like, I even got pictures, bro. So they like if we do get big one day and they want to like say, oh, all these ain't true. I have all the pictures backed up on whatever, bro. Because I ain't gonna have no
what
one
if you delete
lie
them?
that too. But I ain't gonna have no one lie on my name and say, oh, I never fuck with them. I got all, bro. You know how much shit they got from sending me all types of different, bro. I ain't petty like that, but you already know. Like, if it was like a video, like exposing my ex in the future, or just some funny shit, or just I'm not gonna be that petty. I'm not gonna be on some weird shit like that though. But like I said, I'm done with them. It's through. It's a hard thing though, because I just had feelings for them like this past what's called still trying to fix shit, and then like like how the fuck am I supposed to like how would you feel like what are you supposed to feel right now?
Nah, man, I feel like shit. But then again, I told you I went through that shit. Well, it wasn't like that long. I don't know when she, but I don't even know if she married that dude. But I know she's got a kid and stuff like that. I don't want to put too much of that business out there because I don't even know if it's my kid or anything, or erase what I just.
Chris is out here up
I,
as a pimp. Nah, that's bad.
Nah,
I'm
nah,
man,
nah,
nah, he's
nah.
not. I'm messing with
Because that would make me a deadbeat, and I
you. Yeah,
do
nah, he's
not want to
not.
be
Yeah,
that.
he's not. No,
Yeah,
Chris is not a deadbeat.
no, no.
Nah, it's not really his kid. Nah,
But
he's just. This is joke. It's an
yeah,
inside
nah, it's
joke.
not mine, and it's just a joke, and I don't even know if but it probably is. But moving on, it's crazy, man. It's crazy out there, and she ended up. But what do you want a person to do? You gotta want them to be happy at the
Well,
end of
think
the day,
about it.
and
If
that's
when you
all
think
you can
about it,
do.
if that other person can move on, sometimes it takes harder. Like the dumper feels it more later. Like because basically I know my research and I've dealt with it. When a girl moves on to another dude that fast, it doesn't last because they're doing it trying to compare that next person to you. Like they're gonna try to
Yeah.
every little thing. They're gonna be like, oh, is he gonna do this like them? Basically, because bro, that's honestly what they were doing to me with their last
Were you
exes.
were you her longest relationship,
I think if
and was
it's
she your longest?
yeah,
So yeah,
and
so
it's through. There's not gonna be another relationship ever again. Like like after that, like moving, like just handling it the way they
after
handled it,
today,
and then just yeah, like no, there's no way I'll ever talk to them again. Like I swear to God, fuck that bitch. Like if that bitch was on the side of the road and needed water, I wouldn't even piss in their mouth. Type shit. Like fuck that. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Like for real. You did some snake. Hell no, for real. Yeah, that's how you. That's the attitude that you gotta have though, because you can't be on there like, oh, like at first you're
she
upset
ain't
when you
going
first
into
find out
Four
about shit,
Seasons.
but once you actually like sit and realize, once you're like fine and like able to like be calm and you can sit and think on the situation, I'm a man, bro. I don't need no fucking bitch that doesn't have a high school diploma and fucking moves on from that dude to dude
So
every few years. Like what the
so
fuck?
she dropped out.
Yeah, she dropped out. Like fucking. Like I won't air, like you said, I won't air too much of their business because I'm not gonna be that petty. But like, yeah, they dropped
That's
out,
very true.
and then
That's very
fucking
true.
didn't
We
have a
never wanted to
license.
bite ourselves. We should stop using names.
Oh, you see the one my. I'm not even gonna give them. Oh, see yours, they won't even find them either. But I'm not gonna even give mine clout because they don't even have no followers. None of that. Get no
Call them by a different name.
like when I dated them and they try to post, they never got views. And when I posted, I would get views. So it's like I still get more views than you. And
So
then
they have a YouTube.
hell no. But like when they post on TikTok and all that, they get like no views.
Oh, well, they have a TikTok.
And then their new basically fucking
How many
whoever,
followers do they have?
like 200 or like 100. But they use it more than me. When I dated them, I didn't use it much.
See, ain't that the thing? We always worry about like how many followers does a person have instead of worrying about what their integrity is,
And the thing is with it's when I met them,
or their personality.
when I met them, it wasn't about that. It was about we just having a good time, and then that type of stuff. Honestly, they thought they were gonna have a chance with me because look at me, good looking, not an ugly dude. And then basically, uh, what I would say is mainly
Yeah, I
because
mean,
they knew I made
it's
beats when they first met me. They knew I could draw, so they probably thought, "Oh, he has a bunch of talents. I wonder what he does." But then I guess maybe as the relationship went on, they probably, I mean, people get bored. I'm sure. I mean, and it's obviously not true love. And then the main thing that gets me is how you do things up into the end for them, and then they just do what they do. Like that's
yeah,
why that's what makes me like it would make me want to go into psychology, like to learn fucking human nature. So every time I meet somebody, I just can just pinpoint
that's
that
expensive.
yeah, and just you get paid good, bro. You just can pinpoint every little thing on a person how they are, because then you know like who to avoid, like certain types of behaviors.
You just don't know for the client.
Yeah, like I said,
To
like
be,
a true
It'd be
relationship
funny. You like
works.
become a therapist, and then like it's like,
Well,
oh man, I
well,
gotta
they
avoid
do
this
need to
guy.
hear this because if they ever do are snooping and then they ever listen to this, it is because the main thing is they knew how I was, bro, and like what's the word? Just I know it's all fairy tale, but like we were adults. Not it's not it wasn't a high school like love. I mean, we were both adults, so it's like we had talks and shit. And it just hurts knowing that all those talks, I was really fucking genuine about them, felt them, and obviously the other
And
person.
you don't think they were?
I mean, obviously not, cause bro, how the fuck could they already be fucking with someone? I already predicted it though, bro. I mean, how could I have predicted it and like be like surprised of it? So that's what's fucked up about my mind. Even like, how the fuck could I have predicted it and still be hurt about it when I find out? Like that's what's so weird about it. Like I already knew it was
Yeah,
bound to happen, and then I'm still like I don't get how the human mind works that way. These
man,
might
I
be
don't.
topics we're gonna have to research.
Eh.
Not Not gonna be over soon. We won't keep dwelling on it. It's just because, like I said, it's fresh. And
Yeah,
again, another fresh thing that just happened that I just. I mean, there's gonna be no more surprises after, no more things after this. So there's. I've already somewhat
you
been.
don't think if you went through another thing with another girl, it would be the same? And then she did the same thing, it would be the same way?
Well, what's fucked up with me is that I still have. Well, the soft spot for this girl is kind of gone now. Like, I have to just forget it. But I still have, like, just, like those memories, bro. Like, when you just had good memories with somebody that it's kind of hard to want to hate them, but in your. To feel better and just get over them, you have to hate them.
Hmm.
Like, force yourself to, like, you hate them. I feel like I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
That's what sucks because I've never been a hater. Like people are like I'm not a hater, but it's like in
Yeah.
certain situations, if you were just treated like fucking dirt, like a
Yeah.
worm,
I
bro.
mean,
Like literally the song that I listened to, he talks about how after the girl did some fuck shit to him like that, like she fucked like same story about almost how I just went through. Like a girl did him just so dirty, and then after that he compared her to that. Like he just saw her as a fly.
yeah, a fly on the wall.
I wonder how people. I mean,
Sometimes that's how it's gotta be. Gotta let them loose. And if
and
you
this
really
song,
love
it's
them,
a
you just gotta let them
Deftones,
be, man.
or Deftones.
Yeah.
It's a Deftones song, or Change. Yeah,
What?
it's about basically how a girl.
Oh, Deftones. Is that that's a production company, right?
It's like a band,
Oh, okay, okay.
and they were very judgy on my music too. I think.
You're very judgy on your music.
I mean, like
Ooh.
we were judgy on each other. Like my ex, we were judgy on each other's music and stuff like that.
Yeah. I know people are very critical of my music.
Oh wait,
They
they
say I
are.
need to sing. Yeah,
Wait, why do they say
but
that?
then again, it's all just, I don't know. Maybe because I don't do a good job. I don't know. I think it's okay. Some of the stuff I do. I try to make certain music that's like old school but new school. I don't know, stuff that's good to hear,
Wait,
stuff that's
people.
brand new. It feels like nobody's making good music anymore.
Yeah, certain music nowadays. Like I listen to certain things, but now that I'm getting older and I need to outgrow certain things now. In life as I'm getting
I
older.
know it seems like it's all brain rot music you hear on, you know,
And then
some every now and again you'll hear a good one, but it seems like most of the shit's like all repetitive shit. It's like, and
that's why
it's like,
you
God
heard
damn,
my
I don't want
shit.
to hear that.
And see my shit. At least I had like some kind of like someone told me I sound like Lil Peep on that.
Hey, you know what? To close out this, you should play that song. Can you play that song that we worked on?
Actually, yeah.
We've got them in the four seasons, but you know the reason. That would be dope. And you know, I was supposed to get a track on this, so this track is not fully done.
Yeah, this
But
track.
maybe Joe might have to release it, and then I might get a feature on part two.
I might wait for you.
I know. I got to get
Oh
around
yeah,
to
you can
it.
go
That's
on
why I
to.
say,
Wait, hold on.
yeah, I'm on the live stream right now. I can't see it.
Or go on to the disc. Oh wait, no.
I'm on the live stream, the YouTube live stream. I'm on
There
Discord
we
for
go.
you.
I just say because I was hearing myself on that FL Studio and I was like, I forgot I left the mic on. All right, we're gonna play it. Oh yeah, if you
Here
go.
we go, yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot if you go to.
Here we go. All right, let's roll.
I'm gonna have to play it like this.
Wait, can you just uh play it with us being in the screen, like us
Yeah.
on the Discord, just like how you had it, but that's in the background?
Got the bitch up in it for all the wrong reasons. You know I'm riding. Bitch, you know I'm riding.
Yeah, there you go. A little louder.
Got them all these bitches and you know we know I'm riding. Got me over here committing treason. Don't give me a reason to squeeze it. Bitch, we smoking and we rolling and we dumping all in while we rolling and we smoking and we got my dog Chris up in the booth and he about to roll the booth and he about to lose a
It's the
tune.
truth.
When I win, call me silly man, whipping up in Popeye like I'm granny. I don't want no Grammy. How I'm whipping round the world, call me fucking whammy. How I'm fucking going goes, call me fucking Danny Fanny. Then I'll fuck your mammy. Old bitch wearing granny panties, going to the cup. You can call me Stanley, call it Bamly. Right up in the woods like I'm Bambi. Call me Don Toretto, I'll stick with the family.
That was hard. Call me Dom Toretto. I'm sticking with the family. Bro, you know what?
Yeah,
At work
yeah.
today, I kept saying that. I kept saying, bitch, you know the reason. Got him in the four seasons. Or I kept saying it today.
We're gonna have to release that song.
That was, bro, we're gonna have to have you, bro. Oh my, yo. I wish.
No, I'm riding. Got me over here
No, I'm right, no,
committing
I'm right.
Don't give me a reason to squeeze it. Bitch, we smoking and we rolling and we dumping all in while we rolling and we smoking and we rolling. We got my dog Chris up in the booth and he about to roll the booth and he about to lose a tune. All the one I win, call me silly man, whipping up in Popeye like I'm granny. I don't want no Grammy. How I'm whipping round the world, call me fucking whammy. How I'm fucking going goes, call me fucking Danny Fanny. Then I'll fuck your mammy. Old bitch wearing granny panties, going to the cup. You can call me Stanley, call it Bamly. Right up in the woods like I'm Bambi. Call me Don Toretto, I'll stick with the
And
family.
pick with my
Bro,
family.
that was fucking. I don't know. For some reason, that was like pretty hard. Though I like it. Like some of the words I made up, but I just still think it's like hard because I know some rappers that have done shit like that, like Chief Keef and just other rappers have made up funny words, or not funny, but like
That's one.
whammy, like, or most people won't even know what that is and probably would just think it's hard. Call me whammy, or bitch, how I'm going around the world. Call me whammy. Almost like it's like a home run or some shit. Like like hitting that bitch around the world. All right, just some random shit.
That's what I'm saying. You need to post that.
Oh, you mean and then do a remix with you in it, like post that, and then we could do the remix.
Yep.
Or
Part two.
do you think I should just leave the song like this and don't add more to it, or just?
But you know, when you do it, you should film a music video.
Bitch, you know I'm riding. Got them all these bitches and you know we know I'm riding. Got me over here committing treason. Don't give me a
Got me
reason
over
to
here committing
squeeze
treason.
Bitch, we smoking and we rolling and we dumping all in while we rolling and we smoking and we rolling. We got my dog Chris up in the booth and he about to roll the booth and he about Bamly, Bamly. Right up in the woods like I'm Bambi. Call me Dom Toretto, how I stick with the family. Round the world, call me fucking whammy, whammy. Now I'm fucking round the world, call me fucking whammy, whammy. Now I'm fucking going goes, call me fucking Danny Fanny. Then I'll fuck your mammy, mammy. Old bitch wearing granny panties. Going to the cup, you can call me Stanley. Call it Bamly, Bamly. Right up in the woods like I'm Bambi. Call me Dom Toretto, how I stick with the family.
That was funny. I like that. That's funny. Let me say, call me Dom Toretto. How I'm sticking with the family. With the family. It just starts like saying like with the family, or just like a bro. That would be fire. That like doing like a sample of some shit like that for a beat. Like with the
You
fam.
should have. I already got kind of like a second idea of how I'm gonna do my verse with the family. Hey, hammy, I pull a hammy.
Bro, you should do some. You should say the Four Seasons bar too, or something like
Yeah,
that. Should be like the because
oh, end it. And rather be the reason I'm gonna be at the Four Seasons.
be like don't let it be the reason. Not the Four Seasons. And then
Four Seasons.
see is what do you think my or that isn't that funny how I can like make a song and like do like that funny shit like well whipping around the world I'll be fucking whammy whammy
Oh,
bitch.
me, grandma, grandma.
I just thought it was funny because like because like because I'm talking about like I don't drink alcohol like that, but it's like go into the cup. You can call me Stanley. Here, like some shit like the Stanley Cup. Go into the cup. You can call me Stanley. Call it Bamly Bamly.
Red
Right.
Hound Steak Family.
Call me Bamly Bamly. Right up in the woods like a Bambi. I'm not gonna lie, that's like a hard bar. Right up in the woods like I'm Bambi. Call me Dom Toretto. I'm sticking with the family. Bro, what
Shit.
made me think of that? Like that shit. I think make that's the most creative I've been with like bars was when I made it with you. I feel like I wish you would have met Ro because it would have been like it was like this. We would be in a call. I would live stream the thing, and then we would literally all like, or we would be in here just. He'd be like trying to show me shit on the FL Studio, and I got like
Should have
no.
live stream.
Yeah, that's funny. We turned the pod that way. We did like an hour or something a podcast, and then it's like the
So how
ending.
many
This
hours now?
this is considered the after party.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, and it'll be at nighttime all the time pretty much. So it's definitely gonna be an after party. The next one, stay tuned. It's gonna be well, when are we both off next? Well, I can do them any night, really. Once I get off of work, because I don't work till late.
That's how it is for me too. Really, even though I work some days, I could still stay up till like the most yeah like 4ish usually, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's still 7 hours of sleep. Even if I wake up at 10, 6 hours.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
Cause I
so
don't
we
really
can
need to wake
fucking
up
do
at 9. I can wake up at 10, eat breakfast,
it besides Wednesday.
or tomorrow I'm off. Thank God. Also means
No,
tomorrow. No,
besides,
huh?
yo, you want to do it tomorrow too?
Oh yeah, tomorrow I wonder if we should do either a podcast or if we should do if
A
you
live stream.
if you download Fortnite. I wonder if we should or instead of Fortnite, I wonder what's a game another game we could try, like
I know.
either Minecraft or not Minecraft. There's Marvel Rivals and then there's fuck what's that other game?
I gotta download something because I feel like GTA 6 is a long way off. I need something to keep myself occupied. I downloaded Fortnite though, so we can try it
Oh,
out.
it's
I'm
done.
no good though. Shit, it's probably gonna be like a fucking. Well, if I turn it on though,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's already. What time is
yeah. Nah, I wasn't gonna play it. Or Unless you want, but nah, I wasn't gonna play this late. Or I mean, like, say if you wanted to, I would have. But yeah, it sucks because a part of me doesn't feel like playing right now.
It's 3:30 over here.
For me, it's 4:30.
Holy shit!
Yeah, bro.
And if we're in another state, it's technically like I forget.
Bro,
But yeah,
even those past 3 years, I would always be up late anyways. To be honest with you,
me
so
too. Me too. That's what I say, this live stream's gonna be perfect, and it's gonna be called the after party.
well, that's why it's good. I was used to already being up late, so at least I could do something productive instead of laying around. Because around this time, I would
Same.
be like laying either.
That's why I'm in that daily vlogging stuff, but nah, I didn't keep up with it. That shit's hard. I don't know how those people do it.
Yes, yes.
But how long was it now?
I think it was 2 hours.
We now
Or no, an
at
hour and
least.
56.
Yeah,
I guess should
we'll
we
we'll
say?
pass two. We'll definitely pass two.
Call me Don.
Oh, you want to?
Oh no, we could. What's it called?
Sweet.
It just sucks right now, bro. Like, even though it's the after party, I'm just really like, I don't know, bro. I'm still just, like, I
You
keep,
want to talk about it? Some
like, I just keep
Writing
trying
about it?
not to think about it, but it's just, I don't know, bro. Just, the more I think on that shit, bro, it's just, damn, bro. Like, motherfucking got done dirty. Like, it hurts that I can't even fully move on yet, and I'm gonna have trust issues over this shit now. And this bitch is already, like, fucking played with my shit and already, like, doing
Yeah.
her thing. Like, it's just, like, you just know that feeling, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not right. It's not right. I've been fucked over too, though.
Yeah, see,
It's
exactly
not
how
right.
she's dealt with it. And
But then
then,
I can't really get fucked over because then I don't know. I don't know. It was just some messy situations, and you
yeah,
can't really call
that's,
it any.
that's what this
I've
situation is messy.
learned peace with it. But for a long time, I looked at girls and said, "When is everyone gonna cheat?" Because you never know. And sometimes eventually you just got to take the risk and find out. And if it does, oh well. If it doesn't, great.
Well, I guess I learned my lesson now because, we could have been married and they could have been, like, walked home. And then I could have wound up able to risk me going to jail. Because imagine that. You're married, walk home from a hard night at work to find your wife in bed with someone else. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking
You
kill
don't
him.
want
I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker, yeah? I'm gonna say he was breaking and entering into my house. I'm gonna, like, my wife was sleeping. And that motherfucker was breaking in as soon as I came in her room. What the fuck? This is my house. If I pay bills in that house, hell no. Especially when you're married.
loan, boost, all my shit. Just say that.
But basically, to move on that quick, you had to have been talking to them while they, like, it's all planned, bro. I wasn't born yesterday. You break up with someone and you're already with them a week or two later. You were talking with them before. You probably were talking with them about doing it, and that's what pushed you to do it. Like, I'm not an idiot.
Yeah,
And then basically,
yeah.
people know they fuck up, bro, because when you fucking just got out of that long of a relationship and you rush into something else. I mean, obviously, she did that with me. And then look what happened. She fucking obviously was miserable. Because she was crying.
Think she's miserable now?
Huh?
You think she's miserable or you're miserable?
I mean, I'm the one probably in the moment worse off, but in a way,
Eventually,
because at the
we'll
end of
get
the day,
the
like,
same.
it happened to me. She had time to prepare for all this and do this instead of being an adult and communicating with, like, me about it. They just bombarded me with it instead of actually, like, having that final talk, like, just about anything, like, if anything was bothering them throughout those few weeks. It's just, it was handled really shittily. And just, like I keep saying, the amount of shit I did and we did for each other and went through, I don't think it was fair. And then, I mean, like, my brother and them say, sometimes you see how people are, and then you think they're not going to be that way, but I don't know, man. You get proven wrong every day with things.
Yeah, they end up being that way.
Now the reason why I guess you guys get over it is there's nothing you could do. It's like out of your control now. Only thing you do
Exactly.
is when they do try to
There's
contact you, if they try, you
because
already know how it stands.
the only way you get over it is because that's the only thing to do.
Yeah, that's that
Because
exactly.
okay, death and fuck that.
Wait, what happened?
What is the other way? Death, and it's like, man, fuck
Yeah,
that.
hell
You
no.
know, I myself over no bitch.
Yeah, not over no bitch. Fuck, I would never get. Like I said, I mean, like maybe depression, like not depression, like even, like you know what that? It's not that it's full on depression, but it's just like that, like bro, like I'm not in the best mood right now. Like even I feel like if I was to go to a club right now with a bunch of friends, I still would just it just wouldn't feel right because just how my emotions are and how I just got, just how it happened. And then it's like, why would I be want to be around my? Nah, I guess you know if it was a bunch of like hoes and shit, what they would call them nowadays, the hoes. Basically, you know, I guess I'd do my thing, but it's just I don't know, bro. Like I guess yeah, that's how you gotta just see it. You gotta just find the next chick that's gonna dedicate their not dedicate, but you know what I mean, like put their time and effort into you and building you up. I don't need a girl that I'm sleeping around all day and blaming it on me when they're doing it, and it's like like not now we didn't sleep around, but you know what I mean. Like if we woke up too late, it's like not always my fault.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes
I
people
mean,
work hard jobs and they want their rest, and I guess maybe I was meant to just be single. That was towards the end of the relationship. I was like,
I think
I noticed I was getting
no,
lazier.
or two maybe it's because they didn't have their car.
Oh, a car.
You would have took some relief.
Well, they were using me too for rides, probably all to everything. Cause bro, that makes no sense. The week or two or a week before
Would
they broke up, I was like literally picking them up. Had to go late nights. I'm like chilling with my family, like taking a nap at to like damn near take a nap on the couch, and then I get a call to go there, and I'm like fucking jumping up, rushing there. You know, I like I keep saying, I just don't think it's fair. Like what I like, what was your fucking Uber driver like? That's what you your Uber driver that you were just fucking.
would you have to pay for shit?
No, that's the only thing I can't say about her. She would always do that type of shit. I would do it too though. And then I still owed her money. She spotted me, but like I keep saying, the way she handled things and just
Uh,
I wouldn't even give her the money, bro, because hell no, bro. The way she handled, I was gonna give it to her, but then I think this coming up, what's called or
I got 6 minutes. Bro.
I gotta
Keep
take
going
this.
though. Keep going. Keep going.
I'll wait for. Oh no, you know I was saying I was gonna what's going be. Nah, it's nothing stressing over y'all. You know, you gotta stay strong. Not let that shit get to you, bro, because you know nobody's gonna help you but you. No one's gonna help yourself but yourself. They ain't gonna care about you, bro. Like at the end of the day, these people.
Uh,
I was mainly saying how people, yeah, they won't care and just
oh,
they do things that only benefit them and selfish. Like, bro, I don't know. I guess I'm not selfish, bro, and I'm like, I don't know. I still saw a few weeks ago. I still saw like a vision, like where maybe she was feeling the same way as me, like maybe wanting to fix shit, maybe regretting it, and then just to be bombarded with that tonight again when you go to block them because
yeah.
I want to check my art account because I wanted to just see if I had any likes. I did have a few likes on a few drawings, but I just wanted to check out the account again. And then I fucking saw their post pop up because they follow me on that still, and I follow them. And looked at the comments because sometimes curiosity gets the best of me. And 6 days ago, what do I find?
I know curiosity got the best of me.
Some dude that I
I
used to
had
know commenting mine, and then them saying "I love you, daddy," kissy face. Like they literally were just calling me that a week ago. You was just calling me that, like bitch. Like it's just so. That's how I know it was a lie. Like, it's how could you be that quick to already be saying I love you and you just met this dude? You don't know what love is then, obviously, because every person you meet, you love.
Yeah, you just gotta keep it rolling, keep it pushing. It's the only thing to do, man.
Exactly, you
I
know.
mean, definitely dwell on it though.
I had a
I
friend, I
know.
heard from a little birdie too, that someone at our old job was lying to her and said that I was talking shit about them. Like somebody, I just heard that from a friend tonight that I talked to.
In your case too, like there was a lot of factors because didn't she become manager? Y'all both work together too, and that's the case for anything. Like me and my girl now work together, but now we're starting to get on the same times
Well, dude, I
again.
got
But
her
we
in
didn't work
there.
together at the same.
I got her in there. Like I'm like she. Like at first they weren't even
Mainly
gonna.
because working. Did y'all like who what did y'all work nights or mornings?
We worked different shifts, different times. But the main thing with her is that I would like she would always like if I would come in, she would be going home, and then as soon as I got off work, I'd be going to her house and just different types of shit, or she'd come over, sleep over. But the main thing is that what I it was just,
Close.
huh?
In your case, it was closer. Was what I'm trying to say. Like it was closer because the one that I had was never like I never worked with her.
Oh no, see, I got her in there though.
Oh, so so you worked there long before she did?
Yeah, she lost her job at a certain point because she wasn't making enough sales, and then basically I got them in because
What was she doing before?
they were, yeah, she was doing like say at a sales center, and she was a manager at like a Checkers, you know, like like all like that's all she's gonna be able to do, bro. She only has a high school diploma, like, and then she has to like find dudes to carry her, bro, like, and then she just probably saw it, like it wasn't true love. She just heard at the moment that I was going to school, gonna be making a good, have a good career, so she probably tried to take that opportunity in the beginning, and then she saw, and towards the end, just that I guess she just wasn't. My parents even told me too that she wasn't complimenting me. That I went downhill ever since I started dating her, because they said I used to hit the gym, all that type of shit, and then when I dated her, I fell off of all of it. So does that sound like to you? Maybe they were dragging me down. Sometimes you gotta let go of the things that are dragging you down.
There are good parts and some bad parts.
And I guess,
Main thing is that you take away something that you learned from it.
and she
I
also,
think something that I learned from that one was to not be so trusting. I mean, but then again, maybe that's fucked me because in my current one, I'm always so skeptical. But I've always, I always try to like bring myself back. It's hard. It's hard too because once it's happened once,
do you
you
still have
always
trust
think it's gonna
issues?
happen. Huh?
You still have trust issues with it?
Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. I don't think that ever is going to go away because once it happened once, I mean, it's bound. I mean, not to say it's bound to happen again because there's a good chance it probably might not, but like, it could, and it already happened once. To what's to say it couldn't happen? That's what my head thinks, but I don't know. It's crazy.